Second set underway. Agassi won the first. 15.
Cliff, you see the serve right there. She was actually standing outside the single sideline. So she had changed her position. And it's a great shot of it right there. It's a big forehand there from Roddick. He holds on the serve in the opening game here in the second. One game to love.
First game.
Cliff, in the first set, Andre Agassi did not face a single break point, and one of the reasons is this. Here's a typical first serve for Andre Agassi, going up the tee and going out wide. And what makes this serve so effective is that from the same hit point, he has the ability to go up the tee and go out wide. And both of these first serves went in. And a lot of players, what you find is sometimes they will telegraph their serve by where they toss the ball. Andre Agassi, with pretty much the same ball toss, can go anywhere in the box. That's what makes his serve effective, even though he's not a server that's going to come up with 15, 20 aces.
It is so much.
Oh, look at that right there. Roddick took a rip at that forehand, and Agassi just stood his ground. Here's the forehand rip from Roddick. He just stood his ground, open stance. All that is right there is his racket head speed. Great balance. Speaking of fitness, even at 34 years old, I think I could argue that no one on tour is in as good a shape as Roddick, or excuse me, Agassi. And Agassi's kind of like the Jerry Rice of tennis. Jerry Rice is known for these great off-season workouts that no one game. They're starting out with a serve and volley point. A great example of the hand-eye coordination of Andre Agassi. 132 miles an hour. Look at the eyes.
Agassi's just got the ball under control. And that's really important for him because his game is so precise. He doesn't have the same margin for error that Roddick has. There's not as much spin on the shots.
40. And again, Roddick, the good serve in there, but Agassi able to get the ball back. Andy Roddick is not used to playing this much on his own.
Roddick in front on set the second. 2 games to 1. He lost the first to Andre Agassi. But other than that, he won them all, including U.S. Open Championship, his first and only slam so far.
Yeah, that was last summer when he went on that tremendous run. Kind of remind you of the run that Agassi went on back in 1995 leading into the U.S. Open.
The big difference being that Agassi lost that final at the U.S. Open to
consecutive matches. And I remember Agassi saying, he said he felt like whoever was able to win the U.S. Open, if it were him, Sampras, or Mooster, that should be the #1 player. And he lost to Sampras in that final. And I think it really affected him mentally. Combined 17 unforced errors, though. That's a great point there from both sides, but Agassi lost that point on this shot right here. He was undecided on what he wanted to do. Initially, he was going to let it bounce. And then he realized, well, no, I'm already inside the baseline.
Oh, that is so sweet. Roddick is not used to having his serve dealt with like that.
See that ball, that's a second serve that would kick way up, and did you see where?
He's absolutely taken off to the chair. He's running.
Yeah, I think this was a horrible call. And you know what? To be honest with you, I think Agassi knows it. I think Agassi knows that ball was in, but you know, a part of him wants to just go back and hit a second serve return. You know, but he knows that ball's in. I mean, this was, I don't know what the lines person was talking about. Look how far that ball is in.
And you're right. Now Agassi knows it too.
Yeah, I mean that's why he started walking up a little bit, and he's cracking up at it.
Yeah, probably not that funny to Roddick though. We talk a lot about balls that are too close to overrule. That one wasn't. I think Norm should have been on that one. On serve, second set. First set to Agassi. Maintain control and of his emotions. You can sometimes get carried away with your opponent.
You should get past on that. I like the play. You can see Agassi shaking his head. He has the court wide open, and look where his volley went. It went pretty much straight down the middle of the court, nowhere near the sideline. And the faster he gets through the hit zone, the more pace you're going to get on the shot.
Like Roddick serve.
Game.
Again. 14 aces. 4-3 Roddick.
Gosh, make him up. 13
You got to get it in the court.
That precision game of Agassi's is in full flow.
Quick steps into the court. That's not a game that Roddick wants to get into where he's hitting that slice backhand. Number 15. How about that? You don't teach that. You're either able to do it or you're not. 14 people. Actually hits a good deep return, but look at the eyes right on the ball.
It is so easy for him to play because Roddick gets so many free points because of that huge serve of his. 5-4 Roddick. Roddick leads 5-4. We're on serve in the second set. I mean, one break in the match, and that was in the first. Oops. Tremendous hustle by Roddick, covered so much geography and nearly went over on his ankle.
Yeah, we've seen him go on over on his ankle a couple times in the past on clay, which is why he wears those little ankle braces. But And both these guys, look at Agassi taking him side to side. This will take a little wind out of you. Points in a row.
Again, Roddick is hot about that one, and he's dead right, because that thing was wide, way wide. And yeah, he's right.
And he's saying to Norm Chris, I promise you 100% that ball was wide. Agassi was a good 4 feet, 5 feet inside the baseline when he returned that second.